Four-wheel drive short course modified A main event. Here's the lineup. Antonio Rossetti, Martin Wollanka, Barnabas Toth, Evan Cozy, Francis Wallet, Jerome DJ Delcourt, Brian Van Rensburg, and we're missing 3 in this,
4,
and they're down and quiet.
3.
The horn sounds, and we're off to the races. Barnabas Toth takes an early lead, followed by Antonio Rossetti, Martin Wollanka, and Evan Cozy. That's the top 4 coming down the front straightaway, or side straightaway, double super kicker. Coming around the under, over, drop, step up section. Barnabas Toth trying to stretch out a lead, running like the gingerbread man. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. So you thought. And there they go off the double section. Who do we have here coming around? Man, that's Martin Wollanka, Evan Cozy, Barnabas Toth, and Antonio Rossetti. Still running in that 3 spot. And Evan passes Martin. They're battling it out for first and second. Barnabas gets a little sideways off the drop-down double. Oh, man, it looks like Brian Van Rensburg is past Antonio Rossetti. Let's see what happens when they cross the line. Yes, in fact, that did happen. So we have Martin Wollanka, Evan Cozy, Barnabas Toth, Jerome DJ Delcourt, Brian Van Rensburg, Antonio Rossetti, and Francis Wallet. All right. Well, they're scrapping it out. Everybody wants to get those points. These are valuable points in round 2 of a 6-race series. Following along with Jerome DJ Delcourt, Barnabas Toth trying to put the move on him. And he does. Inside, outside, outside, inside. And there they go. Down the front straightaway in front of the driver's stand, coming in the turn. Oh, slide job. Oh, man. Jerome launched it off that second double to get the boost he needed to go on past. Yes. Barnabas Toth, super kicker, coming up behind, trying to scrub every corner, every turn, tight to the pipe, make up some ground. They're both closing in on Evan Cozy now. Now we're jumping on board with Brian Van Rensburg. He's running comfortable in that 5 spot. I don't think he's going to be satisfied with that. Let's see how this shapes out. This is a 6-minute main event. This modified 4-wheel drive short course class. Next week's race is at Silver Dollar Raceway in Chico, California with the 8-scale buggies, the premier class in VRC now, averaging around 315 to 330 entries per race right now. The World Championship event saw 896 drivers in it. This class, the short course, is probably one of the most popular course races in the VRC also. Off-road, super popular worldwide now. Following along with Martin Wollanka, watching him really makes me know, I totally understand why they call him the Wizard, because he makes it look like magic. Just looks like magic with the smooth lines, tight to the pipe, perfect apex, smooth on the throttle out of the turn. Evan Cozy running in the 2nd spot, trying to make up some ground. Right now, he just falling off the pace, around 4 seconds back with 3 minutes 32 seconds down. It's a half a race. Looks like Martin's going to walk away with this. I was betting, man, I'd put some money on Martin to take this one. So we got Evan Cozy running in the 2 spot, Barnabas Toth, Jerome DJ Delcourt, Brian Van Rensburg, Francis Wallet, Antonio Rossetti. And it looks like we have a race shaping up right here with Jerome trying to make some ground on Barnabas. Barnabas makes a bobble off the little downhill double, giving up some ground. Jerome's trying to make it up right now. Tight apex, straight line, up the double. Jumping back on board with Francis Wallet and Antonio Rossetti. Antonio's not satisfied with that 7th place finish right now. He's definitely going to try to work his way up. Every point matters in a series event. I'm going to try to get one more place. Always, always, always never give up. The drop down, step up section, that's a really fun section of the track. Your car disappears into the hole and then magically reappears. And if you're going straight, it's awesome. But if you're not, it's a mess. You could be hitting the wall, flying off the track. Who knows what could happen? These guys make it look easy. This is the best of the best. There's 180 drivers in this event, and these guys are the top of the top. The cream of the crop, as they say, always rises to the top. And these are the guys at the top right here, making it look easy. Follow along with Antonio Rossetti in the 7th spot. The Iceman. He's following Francis Wale, trying to get one more spot out of this thing. We're down 5 minutes down. 1 minute to go. Now on board with Barnabas Toth. Oh, it looks like Jerome Dege Delcourt has passed him. Oh, it was short-lived. He goes off the super kicker double, gets a little sideways off the takeoff, and ends up in the grass and then hits the pipe, losing valuable ground. And how do you make that up against a guy like Barnabas Toth? The answer is easy. You do it a little bit at a time. Let the race come back to you. If you try to force it, it just ends up getting worse and worse and worse. It's like a cut. You gotta stop the bleeding before you can start to heal. And there he goes, following along with Martin Wollanka, coming up the back straightaway. The back fence back there, giving the fans a peek at that white Pro line body on top of the team associated truck. And Martin is finished. This race is done. Followed by Eben Cozy. Here he comes. Going to finish it up in the 2 spot. Barnabas Toth, 3 spot. Jerome Dege Delcourt in the 4 spot. Brian Van Rensburg. And there it is. Martin Wollanka, Eben Cozy, Barnabas Toth, Jerome Dege Delcourt, Brian Van Rensburg, Francis Wale, and Antonio Rossetti. And that's a race, folks. Wrap it up.